the National Football League, presented by EA Sports. Just a short time ago, smoke from the pyrotechnics filled the dome as the Colts made their way out of the locker room. We're set for football as the Colts get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and off we go on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Murray now on first down, being chased out left. Throw left side complete. That's Garner. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which way you're going to get flushed by pressure. In this situation, able to escape to his left and makes an accurate throw.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now Murray. Flipping left side, and he's got a man. That's Garner. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. Forced out to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It'll go into Brooks as a sack and a loss of a yard. But more importantly, it leads to 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
On first down, here's Breida. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down. To throw is Murray. He's got the first down inside the 10. And Murray with a smart move there at the end of the play. Picks up the first down and then slides to the ground.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Buying time to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After 7-0 on EA Sports. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Rodgers. To the right side and complete to Thomas.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. There again is Thomas. They've gone to the line. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On first down, Rodgers. 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Ridley, 45 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied here in the second quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Murray off play action. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's caught, it's Malone. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. To throw, it's Murray. But it's caught on the right side, it's Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it's a 2nd down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 27.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. He finds his man, complete. It's Garner. And he is going to have the Dolphins' 1st down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. A 1st down carry for Smith. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. On 2nd and 7, Murray flush to his right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out of the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
He'll dump this down to Matt Breida, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Inside handoff here to Ricard. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Running out of the gun here, Breida. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Murray escaping the pressure right. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
And the end result of that play, you're almost not sure what you really want, because when he gets outside of the pocket, you actually hold your breath because you think he's going to run for big yardage. But when he chose to pull it down and throw it, and a play was made to knock it away, that's a pretty good end result. Not one you expected when the play began.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Murray. Flushed out right. And that will be incomplete.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
On play action, Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. After the turnover, here's Murray. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going into halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete there to Thomas. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A big completion there, and he gets out of bounds to stop the clock.
Very heady football. That allows them the opportunity to go ahead and line up and kick one right before the half ends.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
It's a new season, so both of these coaching staffs likely making plenty of adjustments after their first half of football. So for the call of the second half here in week 1, we go back to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Now it's 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. Doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. Let's make this one simple. What a catch. Especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Calvin Ridley with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Colts take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Murray. He sets to fire deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
He gets this one to Boyd. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the handoff, this is Breda. Julian Blackman bringing him down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 39, Murray. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 37. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you said...
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked up by Rocky Sin. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He finds his man complete. That's Herrera. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They'll run here with Taylor. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Colts are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Quiddy Pay. Able to collapse the pocket, get to him, and drop him for a loss of a yard. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Open man there is Malone. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
Check 50, check 50.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. Oh, now Breida loses it, and the Colts pick it up. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Taylor. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Murray now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again, Murray. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
First down, Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. To throw is Murray. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Murray now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And the Colts are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Extra point attempt here still to come. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. from the 6. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Rodgers throwing here. Off to Thomas on the left side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. First down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Flush to his right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory.